Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Nonsense Zone podcast. To my right is my very good friend, Lenny Bruce.
Hello, Andy. Hello, good friend. Very good friend.
and I and I am, of course, am your host, Andy Biggs.
Don't listen to him, Andy. Don't listen to him.
Just when I start to feel good about yourself, they bring you down.
Don't listen. Haters be haters.
Haters be haters.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm getting there. I explained last time that I had a rough few days. Was not feeling well for about 3 weeks. Finally got some antibiotics into my system, and I'm on the mend.
Oh man, is that good news?
It's getting there. Wish I could say I was 100%, but I'm getting there.
When are you 100%? Though?
Yeah, I'm in my mid 40s. I never feel great. So
I mean, you're lucky you woke up this morning.
That's a good point. That is an excellent point.
Look at poor Carl Weathers.
See, I thought about mentioning that. Poor Carl Weathers. A big fan. I saw a lot of cool tributes to Carl Weathers from one from Stallone. Basically gave him credit for Rocky. Said that Rocky wouldn't have made it to the levels that it did without Carl Weathers.
Oh, Carl.
Arnold Schwarzenegger had nice things to say.
Yeah, nobody understood what he said, but he said it.
No, I'm not even going to begin to try Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
Adam Sandler, because they started together in Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah,
had some nice things to say. It's all in the hips.
It was all in the hips, and he worked the hips. He worked it. Chubbs will be missed.
Yes, Chubbs will be missed.
But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I actually was going to ask how you're doing, Len.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing all right.
That's good. So, thanks for elaborating.
I'm okay.
No. So, we're getting our laughs out of the way here because for the rest of this episode, Len and I are going to have a no laugh challenge where obviously we are going to laugh, but because we're not very good at this, but I have a little competition going to see who can laugh the least. I'll see if in post-production, if I can throw a little counter up. And when we hear a laugh, we'll hear this. And
that's now what's gonna classify a laugh? Like an out loud laugh?
Audible. Yeah, if you give up and you stop yourself, that we don't necessarily have to count that.
What if you hold it in and you pass wind? Is that considered a
laugh? We won't count it if we can hear the wind.
I'm on a padded chair. We might be all right.
All right. Yeah.
Not padded. Yeah.
You want a hard chair. I think.
I'll go get a stool.
Okay.
I'll have to turn the audio down.
Right. We need a separate mic so that we can help you get through this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So just want to update everybody on how we're doing as a show. We're up to 20 subscribers on YouTube. 20.
Wow.
So with that a healthy goal, we're gonna maybe next week 21.
Oh, Andy, come on!
I know, shooting for the sky. I know.
You think there's 20 people out there that'll really watch this?
I doubt it. Here's the thing. Our numbers, again, considering that we are a brand new podcast, our numbers are hovering in the hundreds, low hundreds. That's outstanding, really. Think about it, filling a room with 100 people to entertain them. Not that easy. So we're getting there. We definitely would like to do better, but hey, nothing to scoff at.
I bet there's 20 that watch that wouldn't admit they're watching.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we've gotten some negativity, and we won't go into that because fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Just means maybe everybody happy.
It means maybe we're doing something okay here. If you're upsetting people, maybe it's like,
and we're being kind. Imagine if we were, oh boy. We won't go down that road.
Nah. No need to go down that road.
Not yet.
Okay, so yeah. When we reach the point, then scorched earth.
The ratings might go through the roof.
Yes, they might. It's very possible. All right, so no laughing from this point on, starting now. Now.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Just want to talk quickly about something we have coming up. We'll have an occasional episode. Now, granted, this is a comedy show. And I do want to do the occasional episode that just for the lack of being that creative, I'm going to call them for now Run Andy Run episodes. Len?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
It's the Run Andy Run episodes. So the whole point of the Run Andy Run episodes is my journey as a somewhat of a runner, and my goal.
No.
What are you doing to that? What are you doing to that dog, Len?
No. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair to recruit the dog.
Let me see if I can reach the door from here.
That's a laugh.
No. Oh, it was.
Yep.
Hey. Watch it.
Captivating. Everyone is on the edge of their seats. That was the second one. I'm up 2-0, and I've already had people betting against me on this. So.
That was an unfortunate interruption. May happen again.
It's life. It's life.
Okay.
It's life. So Run Andy Run episodes. We are going to run with those on occasion, especially since when I start training for a run, and that can actually get kind of funny because I'm out of shape, and it's kind of funny. Yeah. The point is, a few years ago, I was at the point where I was jogging a little bit, short runs, and lifting weights here and there. And I didn't think I was in great shape, but I thought I was in okay shape. And then I did a workout called Core de Force, and I almost passed out. And I just laughed.
He did.
And I almost passed out. In all seriousness, I almost passed out. I mean, the room started to get dark. It started to get small. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm in my 40s now. I'm hearing of people dropping dead of a heart attack, shoveling their driveways. Maybe I need to take my what kind of shape I'm in a little bit more seriously. So I started running. My wife is a real runner, not like me. I kind of a faker. She runs half marathon. She's run a full marathon, which I will never do. 26.2 miles. Screw that. But I've had some fun runs. I went to Nashville, Tennessee last year and ran one for the Rock and Roll Marathon. And I raised over $2,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospitals. I've been to a couple of runs called Boilermaker out of Utica, and a lot of booze involved in that. A lot of live music involved all along the run, which is kind of cool. And they kind of treat you like a rock star the whole time you're doing it. So my whole point is, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And I just recommend anybody start off small. I was telling Len the other day, I started off with, all right, I'm walking and there's a sign 100, maybe a couple hundred feet ahead of me. I'm going to run until I pass that sign. Or I got earbuds in. I'm going to run until the end of this song. And when I started the song one, it's like, well, 3 minutes, that's a long time to run when you're not much of a runner. So it's like, I didn't make it to the end of the song. And then I got to the point where I could. All right, now I'm going to run until I get to the end of 2 songs. And you just kind of keep slowly building.
You ever do any crowd surfing?
Usually I want anybody to pick me up and carry me as far as possible. So if they could do that.
That's not cheating.
No.
If you're crowd surfing and you're making some way.
And I actually try quite often to tag people in, because there's always people that want to high five you on these runs. Mm-hmm. And sometimes somebody will high five me. I'd be like, nope, I just tagged you in. I'm gonna go sit where you are.
Off you
fin-
go.
You finished the run. Nobody's taking me up on it yet.
You're
But-
a tag teamer. You're a tag teamer. Andy.
Yes,
You filthy pig.
I am a filthy pig
You're a filthy pig in public.
in
You're
public.
A public pig. Pig.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a fun game today, though. That's enough
Here we-
about Run Andy Run for now. And Len, this is your game, so I will let you tell me about it a little bit.
Well, I saw something similar online. I can't remember why or what, but there basically had somebody come up with 5 words. Pee-wee.
Sorry, somebody came up with 5 words.
Mm-hmm. Pee-wee just makes me laugh. Anyways, it's tough. It's tough. Anyways. Anyway,
I'm gonna count that.
what? Against me? Andy!
Sorry, continue, please.
This might be a long video, but anyways, as I hold my breath, I can't look at you. I got 5 words written down.
That's what my wife says to be. You say you can't look at me. That's
I'm back.
what my wife says to me when we're having sex.
I'm back. Yep.
Mm.
And you peck her head like a woodpecker while you make love. Bing, 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 bing. So I got 5 words. I can't picture that either. And one by one, I'll say them. I'll say one. You got about 3 seconds. After I say a word, you have to say the first thing that comes to mind. And I'll write it down. After the 5.
Do we want to
Yeah.
alternate, or you're gonna do all 5 years, and then I'll do all 5?
I think I'll go all 5.
I'll go
That
all
way,
5.
like the Family Feud type of thing. Like they give
Okay.
them
Oh, the
certain-
fast money. Yep.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of time, and then maybe at the end we'll decide. I don't know which ones, who had the hardest time with them, or what was funnier, or something like that. Just for fun.
Now, I am admittedly, especially when I heard how enthusiastic Len answered when I asked if he had his 5 words. I'm a little nervous. Now, I know I don't think Len has much to be nervous about on this one, but we'll see.
I mean, it could be any word, adjective, anything. No, but it was just for fun.
Okay.
Now, do you want me to go? I guess I'll give you 3 seconds per word. If it's hopefully, we'll just see how you do.
Okay.
I'm going to write down your answer
Okay.
and tell me when you're ready. He did, Andy. Andy, listen to the dog.
Didn't know that I'd have to write.
I wish I could shut that door. Watch this.
That wasn't a real laugh.
It's just not right. Okay, so you tell me when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go right at it. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Salty.
Balls.
Okay. Fat.
Lump.
Hard.
Lump.
Lump.
I don't know.
Andy.
I apologize.
Ready?
Okay.
Loose.
Stool.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I knew it would be.
Sniff.
Lenny. Sorry.
I will kill you. Anyways,
Yeah.
so that was funny.
Was that 5?
That was 5.
That was 5. Okay.
You got salty balls,
Mm-hmm.
fat lump, hard lump, loose stool, and sniff Lenny. Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
Sorry. I wasn't prepared to write.
Did you get a belly button ring? Was that a belly button ring?
You mean get a belly button ring?
You've had one? So show us again.
I thought all the cool kids had belly button ring. You didn't see my belly.
Look at it. Nah.
Nah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait, let me see.
Now, is it a problem that my 5 words, some of them were 2 words?
Nah, just
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
it.
5
Just for,
words.
just for fun.
Jason Bateman.
Asshole.
Mm. Flop sweat.
Yummy.
Nudity.
Great.
Freedom.
Stinky.
Corn chowder.
Stool.
All right.
I had to laugh again. Sorry.
That's okay. By the way,
What if I just continuously laugh though? If I just laugh through the whole thing steadily.
I'll count that as one. That's one. That's one laugh. Got me on that one. A couple of those, I was surprised with the direction you went.
I don't think Jason Bateman's an asshole. I just think he should have shied away from Teen Wolf 2.
And that's where I was going with that. So
bothers me.
As long as I've known Lenny, whenever the name Jason Bateman comes up, whether sometimes we're walking through a grocery store, I think he was on the cover of a magazine. This man flies into a rage at Jason Bateman because of Teen Wolf 2.
Teen Wolf 2. The first one was barely, Michael J. Fox was all right.
It was Michael J. Fox,
Teen
so
Wolf 2?
Yeah.
No.
And he was a boxer in the second one, right?
I didn't watch it. I never
even saw it. It could have been cinematic gold for all you know.
No. I think I remember reading something. It was really funny observation about Teen Wolf. A young boy in school turns into a werewolf in the middle of a basketball game.
That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just stands around, and after he runs and dunks the basketball as a 5'2" werewolf, and gives all right, guys, they proceed to play the game.
Yeah.
Now, if you saw one of your friends turn into a werewolf, I think
I'd
the
be a little
gymnasium
alarmed.
would probably clear out in a hurry.
It would clear out.
Especially if he lifted his leg and peed and scratched behind his ear and maybe licked his balls a few times.
What if he humped you?
Oh, then you'd stick around.
Well, you have to.
You have to stick around.
Until he's finished.
Yeah. You have to let him finish. It's a moral imperative. But so
that's a good point, though.
They made a part 2. I mean, he even went to the dance. Remember, he got all prepped up and went to the dance. And he had a friend named Boof. Come on.
Now you remember more of this movie than I do. I don't really remember much of it.
His friend's name was Boof in the first one. Imagine saying, I'm going out with Boof tonight. Her friend, her family, her parents let her leave the house as Boof.
With Boof.
What do they call you at school, dear? Boof. Really? You're grounded. You're grounded, Boof. What's the first thing that comes to your mind if I say Boof?
Sex.
Boof made love. That's where she got the nickname.
That's why they call her Boof.
They call her Boof. I mean, they couldn't come up with a cleaner nickname with a PG movie than Boof. And then they got locked in the closet. Her Boof and the werewolf.
Oh, see, now you're locked in a closet with a werewolf. You should be alarmed.
Yeah, I don't know if that was before he came out as a wolf. I mean, but you still get locked in a closet with Boof. What else is going to happen?
Well, if memory serves, and since you never saw it, in Teen Wolf 2, the werewolf wasn't even the same character. It was this character's cousin, I think.
Oh, no.
Makes it even less likely.
Oh, no.
And he was a boxer instead of a basketball player.
And at the end of the first one, the father rounds the corner dressed up. He's also a wolf. A fat, goofy-looking wolf.
Really? Now I don't remember much of the movie.
Yeah, at the end he goes and he threatens the principal that always gives young wolf a hard time. He's a fat, unscary wolf.
And for people that all right, so go back to the 80s, go back and look at your 80s movies, and you have Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. And because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what we're talking about, that these movies even happen. I'm sure Michael J. Fox was in a lot of really good movies. I'm sure he would like people to forget Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jason Bateman would like people to remember Teen Wolf too.
He hopes. Yeah.
He hopes. He hopes.
hopes.
Now, just that all this just reminded me that my five words, I was going to replace one of them
With
to set you up
Oh.
to be funny. I was going to say dong.
Oh, dong. Yeah.
Dong. Where is Grandpa's automobile?
Automobile.
Nah, you got me.
Oh, I got him with the automobile. Oh, Grandpa's automobile.
Dong duck dong.
Yep.
No
The
more
donger-
Yankee. The donger. Yeah, when he
He needed
refers to
food.
himself,
Remember the donger needed food?
when he refers to himself as the donger, that's great.
Dong's a funny word.
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what way you use it. No matter
Yeah,
how you use it.
You could go a different. Yeah, you don't even have to go the 16 Candles route. Which 16 Candles, again, looking for an 80s movie to watch. 16 Candles may be one of the funnier ones that you can find.
It's a good movie.
It's got its
It's
moments.
got a broken English speaking Asian man, young man, named Dong.
Dong.
Long Duck Dong.
Long Duck Dong.
But if you just abbreviate Dong, I mean, that's kind of right there at Boof.
Yeah.
Now imagine if one of the characters on Teen Wolf was Dong and Boof. Dong and Boof.
Dong and Boof. Spinoff.
Yeah, a spinoff.
Yeah.
Jason Bateman could have been Dong. He should have been Dong.
He could have been Dong.
He's Dong.
What if the actor that played Dong played the Teen Wolf instead of Jason Bateman?
Oh, now that would be a blockbuster. That would have gotten the ratings. A broken English Asian boy turns into a werewolf.
I'm gonna put you on the spot again. This time I hope you answer, but what's your favorite 80s comedy? Funniest movie.
Well, I have a special spot in my heart always for Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Because it's funny from beginning to end.
It is.
And there's a lot of good, memorable. Yeah, that's one of my favorite, all-time favorite, top 5 for sure. But I always start there.
A friend of mine, or a friend of ours,
that's early 80s. I was just a young pup.
A friend of ours, he and I turned Revenge of the Nerds into a drinking game one night. Where we had to do a shot every time one of the nerds laughed.
Oh, wow, you must have drank a lot.
Got me. Yeah. But no, that's a solid choice.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that movie. That's I mean, there's many more, but that one always comes up when I'm asked. It's funny. It's just funny.
I'd have to look. I mean, I usually say Airplane, but Airplane might have been 70s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's tough. If not early 80s. I mean, we're talking. I mean, when I first watched Revenge of the Nerds, my grandfather threw a fit. Woo!
Oh yeah.
We were in the living room, and
that's a dirty movie, especially.
She dropped her pants, and we got Bush. Gramps was like, "What the fuck are these kids watching in here?" He didn't say F, but I just did. Grandpa, watch your mouth.
Your dad yell at you?
Lud, what are you watching in there? Lud.
That's like a spot on Len's dad impersonation. It's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't know where they were, but Gramps wanted to know once the Bush came out. Once the Bush came out, Gramps, he lost it. He's like, what the hell these kids watch? Then he got closer to the TV.
Well, my parents, I mean, in the 80s, so I was still pretty young, let me watch Porky's. So, yeah, probably one of the dirtiest movies ever made. Like the original, like apple pie or American Pie, like type of movie.
Comedy, yeah.
But if I'm going my favorites, I mean, I'm gonna go either Airplane if it's in the 80s, Caddyshack. Probably not the funniest, but sentimental reasons. Arthur, the Dudley Moore Arthur.
Yeah, great movie.
Definitely.
See, now I never saw the remake. I refused.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, Arthur, the original Arthur, that was one of the movies that just never needed to be remade.
I'm not opposed to remakes if they do a good job. And I knew when they casted it with Russell Brand, I was like, "Oh, this is terrible." And it was just no. Yeah,
No.
it was just Russell Brand being obnoxious for an hour and a half. And
Did you see what movie they remade? Horrible.
Road,
Andy.
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. They got some pie-faced little Pete playing this badass.
Ryan Gosling.
Is
Yep.
that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ryan. Come on.
And I believe Conor McGregor is playing the MMA fighter is playing the Sam Elliott role.
Oh no. You know, Patrick Swayze had kind of this natural kind of a I don't want to say rugged, but I don't know. He fit the bill pretty good, you know. He was just kind of that look, but
I'll watch
Ryan
it. And if it's like they're paying tribute, then I'm probably okay. But if they like think, "Nah, we're gonna make this better and make people forget about the Patrick Swayze one," then
it's
fuck
just
them.
it's just proof in the pudding that they could have made Pee Wee Herman Rambo. I mean, we put people like Ryan Gosling in that. No.
I did point out to somebody recently that the first time you saw Jason Statham, you were like, "Who is this little geek?" And Jason Statham turned out to be awesome.
No.
But I don't think
I've ever seen an actual movie with him in it, to tell you the truth.
Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason
Oh, he's in
Statham's
like
awesome.
he's kind of like a British fella, or
Yeah,
he's
he's in the Transporter movies most notably, and he was in like the Meg,
like Hobbs and something or other.
Hobbs and Shaw was good. Yeah, the spinoff of
Was he in a Fast and the Furious movie too?
Yes, he was in a few of them. Yep.
See, I lost track of those once they got ridiculous. I'm just not a James Bond fan, and that's what that movie's turned into. It's like
So I went on a rant, not really a rant, but I found it kind of humorous just going through and describing these movies to a bunch of kids that were working with me over the summer one year. And I was just like, well, it started out, they were racing in the streets and just some young punks, and they were hijacking some tractor trailers. And then it turned into, then Vin Diesel didn't want to be in them anymore because he doesn't like sequels, and boy, did he change his mind on that. And then they got successful again, and they were like, "Oh, well, Vin Diesel's like, well, I want to come back and do them." And then they became spies. One point, they raced a submarine with muscle cars, and in another one of the more recent ones, they actually put a car into space.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I quit watching I quit watching before we lost. Look at him.
The Rock the Rock became involved.
I stopped watching before Paul Walker died. That's how long ago I watched
I've watched them all. In the way I put it is that, I mean, if you just want to go watch fast cars, explosions, and women not wearing a lot of clothes, sign me up. Yeah, but it's not going to be a good movie. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun movie, maybe. Lenny,
how you doing?
Hi. Yes.
How you doing? Good.
Yes.
Good. Baby.
Yes.
So anyways.
But yeah, don't go to a Fast and the Furious movie looking for a good movie with good acting. You're going to see a popcorn flick. That's what it is.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah. Yes. Sniff.
I'd like to take a moment to address one of our sponsors. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter E. Are you ready to elevate your communication to extraordinary heights? Look no further than the remarkable letter E. Experience excellence, embrace power of the letter E, and unlock endless possibilities for success, creative communication, and elevate your endeavors to new heights and exceed all expectations. You've got 26 letters to choose from. Thank you for choosing the letter E. All right, Glenn.
Well said.
Thank you.
You seized up there for a minute.
I did?
Yeah.
Did I really?
Yep, just like that. Almost identical to that. If I had to do it again, I could probably do it again, but almost identical.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh. Also, so we're not necessarily a local show, but I do like to mention that we have on March, if you are in this area, upstate New York, St. Lawrence County area, we have a trivia night coming up on March 21st to raise money for a very lovely person that was diagnosed with leukemia. And it's a worthwhile cause. And we're hoping to raise lots of money for this person because when it comes to treatments, it means traveling and staying in hotels. And it's gonna, the prices are gonna kind of sneak up on you. So wanted to throw that out there. It's usually a good time. It's at Doug's Tavern in Hubleton, New York, which is the best bar in the northern New York, as far as I'm concerned. Has good food. The kitchen will be open, and I will be the host.
The hostess with the mostess.
That's right, Lenny.
Andy. No, Andy. No, Andy. Andy, your cholesterol.
Help me. I'm okay now. Okay. We can laugh now. Game's over.
Yeah.
I don't know that it really added anything to the show. We'll probably never do that again.
No.
Yeah.
I hate you for it now.
I know. It was a bad. It was a bad idea. Yeah. Apologies to everybody. I ruined episode 4.
He did.
Yeah.
He ruined it.
Yeah. This was my idea. I thought, it would be fun. It was fun when the Impractical Jokers did it.
Yeah, but we were the Impractical Jokers before they were. They just got a lucky ticket.
We really were.
You and me and the rest of our friends could have exceeded their
various people.
humor.
I remember it didn't even have to be like our circle of friends. I remember taking Len's nephew at the time to a Walmart and talking him into going up to the photo counter and having him ask where the KY cream is. And we made a point of saying it had to be KY cream because I don't know that really is a thing. And of course the lady was like, this is the photo counter?
Yes, but I really need the cream.
And as we were walking away, we heard, did you hear what he just asked me?
Well, remember me, you, and another feller went up, the three of us, and asked, I think it was like the sporting goods or something. We're like, could you tell us where the KY? And they pointed us in the right direction. And on our way away, we gave a, oh, you're gonna get it later, I tell you.
Do you remember that?
We were expressing, now that we knew where the KY was, what was going to happen once we purchased it.
Well, now we know where it is. We have to purchase it and use it.
And we talked about it purposely. As soon as it came out of her mouth, we started so she could hear what was going to happen once we got our hands on the cream. Oh, it never happened, but it's funny to think that it did.
It never happened.
She thinks it did.
Yeah.
God love her. She's probably dead.
Oh, of course.
She's dead.
Yes. She's dead now. Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah, I'm sure that we did all kinds of stuff. You were one of the original, and years later, Howard Stern's crew became famous for what they called their phony phone calls. You were a legend in that regard, my friend.
Yeah, me and another pal of mine were out. Like probably some people that were watching us probably never even heard of the Jerky Boys, but we were the Jerky Boys way before the Jerky Boys, and we had some good ones.
Oh, I remember you guys calling a store, ordering a sub. Asked what kind of cheese you could get on the sub, and she went through like American Swiss, provolone, or I'll take the. I don't remember what you said.
I'll take anything but what they had.
Yeah, she went through.
This poor woman, and to the point, and then she just comes out with, "Oh, we're closing in like 5 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, well, could you leave it on the doorstep?" Yeah, I ordered everything they didn't have.
Yep. It's like, oh, we have American and Swiss. I'll take the provolone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we don't
Poor
we,
woman.
we don't have provolone.
Well, her
Yeah.
choices of bread, she went through them all, and everything they didn't have. She didn't have rye bread, but I'll have it on the rye. I'll have it
Nice.
on the rye.
On rye bread.
Those are some good times.
Yes.
Oh, oh
Mhm.
yes.
And you recorded them. He was far enough ahead of his time that Lennon and this friend of ours recorded.
Yeah, my buddy
them.
was more technical. He figured out a way to record them all too. Yeah, I
And
still have
we'd
a couple
sit
of the
and
discs, but
we'd listen to them, and
the audio is not that great. But the memories, it's the
yes.
memories.
Mm-hmm.
You peck your wife on the forehead like a woodpecker.
Yeah. It's really kind of a messed up relationship.
It is.
We can take
It
that
is.
off now. We're okay to laugh now. Yeah. So I don't really know what to think of this show, Len. I think we had a good time.
It was always fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good time. And that's the thing I'd like to convey to both our fans and especially our haters. The people that have stuff to say about this show, whether they like it or not, they are entitled to that opinion. But they can also keep it to themselves because we're having a blast, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, like or hate. I mean, like's great, but haters, not only do they not bother me, but let them hate.
Yeah. And
maybe next time we'll do a couple funny news articles and perk up the laughter.
I do have some news articles, but we're not going to hit them today because I have to pick up my daughter in a little bit.
Yeah, we're at almost 40 minutes, so we don't want to bore anybody.
Yeah, so leave them wanting more. And that's what we'll do. We will be back. Probably we might not even make you wait a week for this one. We've talked about like, hey, we're going to jump on and do a show whenever we feel like it, and we are both available, which in our lives, it's not always easy to be available, but if we're both available, we'll jump on, do a show.
Clothing's optional.
Clothing is always optional on the Nonsense Zone.
I got something to show you, Andy.
And I'm even.
You've probably seen enough, more than enough, for many, many years.
Oh my God, I've seen Len's ass more than both of my wives combined. Yeah.
Nobody would ever catch up with the visuals that you have.
Oh my gosh,
there's not enough time left in our lifetime.
Every time I turn around, Len's got his ass out.
You gotta have fresh air. You have to have fresh air.
You gotta air that thing out.
You have to, Andy. And you need to look. It's healthy for you to look. You gotta look.
It's healthy for me to look. Yeah.
You gotta make eye contact, Andy, when you see it.
I had a brown eye. Yeah. So
eye for the straight guy.
So so that's our show. We'd like you to keep tuning in. Please subscribe to our channel, and I hope you're having as much fun listening and watching us as we're having making the show. I'm gonna go ahead. I did a show years ago, and I always had a sign off. I'm gonna unretire that today, so it's not the most creative, but it's just my sign off. So this is the Nonsense Zone. Thank you for listening and watching. Remember to drive fast, stay to the left, never play leapfrog with a unicorn, and remember to always keep on keeping on. See you next week, guys.